Well, good evening once again. Welcome back to Randall R. Sadler Stadium as we get set for Game 2. The Engineers winning the opening contest by a final of 3-0. So now the Quakers will try to come back here in our second contest, and they'll rely on the right-handed arm of Colin Greavy. 2-2 on the season, an ERA of 2.91. But again, back to game one, Gerard, it wasn't the pitching. You only give up 3 runs. You just got to find a way to get hits, and they didn't do it again.
Exactly. And out of those 3 runs, 2 of them came in the first inning. So after 8 innings of play, you get 1 run. And Earlham had so many opportunities to get runs on the board but cannot capitalize on the offensive side. And they have to figure that aspect out if they want to move forward in the conference.
Yeah, and, to hold a Rose Hulman team to 3 runs, I think, is huge. We talked about their hitting lineup coming into this one, and a team that hits well over 300. They score runs in bunches. They've got guys from 1 to 9 who can drive in runs. And again, I'm not trying to say that hitting is easy and scoring runs is easy, but something is missing when you get those guys on base. Just not able to get a key run here or there.
Exactly. And, no, we're not saying hitting is easy and stuff, but the good teams and the great teams and the ones who win conference can know how to do it on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
We're not saying that every time runners are in scoring position you can bring a person in, because not every team does that, but you have to do it more than you don't do it.
Yeah.
Earlham doesn't do it a lot more than they do. So that's where they're going to have to pick up the play.
Well, the good news is the way that this conference is playing out so far this year, you win this one, and then you're right back in this whole thing as one of the possible playoff teams. But we still have a lot of baseball to be played, and a lot of things can happen as we're getting ready for game number 2. Connor Shipley will lead things off for the Engineers, followed by Robeson and Burnside.
Leading off for the Engineers, the second baseman, number 12, Connor Shipley.
Shipley hitting at .329. He got things started in the first game with that base hit, 2 for 4 in game 1. Start time here a little early, 7:56 in the first pitch in their first strike, and we are underway. Shipley, good leadoff hitter. Guy's a contact hitter. That pitch inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Connor, one of those guys, he's been around a while. One of the veteran players for this Rose Hulman team. Popped it up to the left side. The shortstop is there for the Quakers. Will squeeze that one, and there's one away here in the first inning. That'll bring up now Davis Robeson.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 15, Davis Robeson.
At least in this game, they won't have to worry about the sun being in their eyes like there was last game.
Yeah, that is no longer the case, as we've now hit the lights on here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium for game number 2. Robeson, a couple of base hits in the opening game. Hit foul, 1 ball and 1 strike. Robeson scored 2 of the 3 runs. They had 8 hits in that opening game. Robeson now hitting at .342, no home runs. He's driven in 11. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's outside for a ball, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one drops in for a strike. We'll go to 2-2. Well, Colin again, and from an innings standpoint so far this year, 21 2/3 innings. Hasn't thrown a whole lot so far as that pitch is low, 3-2. But he's another one of those guys, a junior, part of that very good freshman class that helped this program win the HCAC championship. But they do want to cut down on the walks. 14 walks as that's fouled away 14 walks in 21 innings. And that is a number they really want to see go down. And the other number that if you look at Colin Greavy, other teams have been able to hit him. 291 batting average against him this year, even though his ERA at 2.91. That one is lifted into left field. McCabe is there to make the catch, and there's 2 away. That'll bring up now David Burnside.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 14, David Burnside.
So 2 away here in the first inning. You know what I always find about double headers is it is tough for the team that won the first game to come back and win in game 2, only from the standpoint as you're like, now we got to get back and do it again. Now the team that lost is anxious, I think, to get back out there and get a win. But then you got to amp yourself up and do it again. And we won the battle of the loose baseball behind the...
Yeah, the thing is, it really be a race between teams to get to that ball. Man, like they be sprinting to get to that ball. I don't know if there's a bonus for who gets the ball or something, but they go after it.
Pitch is low and inside, 2-1. Honestly, I haven't seen anybody do that yet. It's been generally just let somebody get it. Who cares?
That'd have been me.
The pitch on the way is hit foul. Good cut. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Look, they literally having a game with it now.
It'll give the fans something to cheer about. We're at 2-2 now to Burnside. That got the crowd going a little bit. 1 player from Earlham, 1 player from Rose Hulman going after a loose ball. That one's hit well into left center field, going back on it. Shake on the run, makes the catch. That one given a ride, but a long out. And we will head to the bottom half of inning number 1. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Rose Hulman, nothing. Earlham coming to bat. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Well, the Quakers will face a right-hander, the starter in Game 2, Trevor Bruno. He is but we look at Game 1. Their starter in Game 1 didn't have great numbers coming in, but he shut down the Quakers before leaving because of a blister on his pitching hand. But Bruno making his 7th appearance, his 4th start, 0-2 with an ERA of 7.02. We'll talk more about him coming up in just a couple of moments. Mark Gendreau leads things off for the Quakers.
Leading off for the Quakers, the second baseman, number 1, Mark Gendreau.
Mark hitting at .317 on the season. 1 for 3 in the first game. And so Bruno steps in his first pitch right underneath the chin. 1 ball, no strikes.
Close one.
On that inside portion of the plate, get those hitters to back off. Fly ball into center field. Should be an easy one for the center fielder Burnside. And there's one away for the Quakers, and that'll bring up Isaiah Shake.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 33, Isaiah Shake.
So just 2 pitches for Bruno. Gets the first out. Isaiah 1 for 4 earlier today, hitting at .325. And the first pitch by Bruno is low and outside, 1-0. Need a name like Trevor Bruno. Swing and a miss. We will try to check some of those scores from earlier today. Some games already complete. There's a hard shot into left field. Backing up on it is the left fielder to make the catch, as there is Robeson, who was in right field earlier but playing in left field in this game, and there's 2 away, and that'll bring up Danny Dopp.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 7, Danny Dopp.
So 2 away. Danny now hitting at .330. 2 home runs, 17 runs driven in. And that one plunks him, and he'll take one for the team. So the Quakers get their first base runner. And that'll bring up Austin Hatfield, the DH.
Okay.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 17, Austin Hatfield.
Hatfield, 13 runs driven in. They're still hoping that Hatfield will be the power guy. This is lifted high to center field, and one pitch to Hatfield, and he is done, and the Quakers done as well in the second inning. A quick first inning both ways. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, no score. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with the most comprehensive auto repair services that include general services, car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. Their goal is simple: to offer the best services available at affordable prices to get you back on the road in no time. For a high-performance vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, give them a call at 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
No scores. We head to inning number 2. Today's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub, no artificial flavors or colors. Only $3.50. Every Friday the tuna, Saturday the Black Forest ham, Sunday the meatball marinara. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. It will be Logan Cody to lead things off for Rose Hulman.
Leading off, the designated hitter, number 9, Logan Cody.
Logan, .318 on the year, no home runs and 11 runs driven in. And the first pitch low and inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Quakers will have Cameron Whistle behind the plate. Dopp at first, second base Mark Jandro. Pensura back at short. Swearingen at third. Is that pitch in there for a strike? In the outfield and left field, McCabe, McFadden in right field, and of course Isaiah Shake Manning in center field. Here's the 1-1 pitch outside, 2 balls and a strike. Logan Cody 1 for 3, 0 for 3 with an RBI in the first game. And the pitch lifted high, and that will drift out of play to our left, and the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cody, Stokowski, and Pershing. Greavy's next pitch on the way, hit foul, this time to the left, and will stay at 2-2. We're actually making out our lineup card as we go.
They didn't give us enough time.
No. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Collin will get the sign, the pitch. Grounded to the left side, snagged there by Swearingen. Their throw to first, a little bit wide, but Danny Dopp able to keep his foot on the bag, and there's one away. That'll bring up now Ryan Stukowski.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25, Ryan Stukowski.
So one away. Stukowski 0 for 4 in the first game. Here's the pitch. Fastball inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Pershing getting the start down at third. He is on deck. Breaking pitch low and inside. 2-0. Stukowski 273. No home runs. He has driven in 5. The 2-0 delivery. Outside corner for a strike, 2-1. As you see there on the bottom of your screen, GoEarlham.com is where you can follow along live stats throughout our second game. Get the also first game stats if you choose to do so by going to GoEarlham.com. Quakers win that battle of the loose ball again.
We need to keep a tally.
That's right. 2-2 now to Stukowski. The break-even pitch on the way. Good breaking ball it was, and he gets the strikeout. There's 2 away. And that'll bring up Pershing.
Nice start to the game for Colin Greavy.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 5, Brian Pershing.
Now Pershing's numbers, he's played in this his 12th game, hitting .536. First one cut and hit foul. Boy, you hit .536 and you only start 8 times. His slugging percentage at .536. He's only struck out once. His on-base percentage at .606. I'm surprised he's not in the lineup more. That one's hit foul to the right side. The first baseman, Danny Dopp, will give it a look as it goes out of play, and it's 0-2. How'd you like to be hitting .536 and you're not even in the starting lineup most of the time?
They're saving you.
I'm not sure what for, but Pershing again getting the start today in down at third base. No balls and 2 strikes, outfield straight away. And the pitch. Got him looking. Well, that's only the second time he has struck out, so don't look at that too much. But the Quakers will take it. We will head now to the bottom of the second inning on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. No score. This is Earlham Baseball on Radio Troy Digital Sport.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top-flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Well, things getting a little bit cooler here tonight. We had a beautiful day today, and Quakers are hoping to win the nightcap here as they will go to work here in the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Brian Penseur, Cameron Whistle, and Andrew McFadden.
Leading off for the Quakers, the shortstop, number 4, Brian Pensura.
Brian hitting a .302, no home runs. He has driven in 11, 2 for 4 in the earlier contest. Trevor Bruno back in for his second inning of work, and the pitch is inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Bruno has had his troubles in the walk department as this one lifted high into left field. That's a high shot that time, but waiting for it to come down and making the catch. There was Robeson. There's one away. That'll bring up now Cameron Whistle.
Now batting, the catcher, number 36, Cameron Whistle.
So now Cameron steps to the plate with 1 away. Cameron earlier today in game 1, 1 for 3. And that pitch out of the strike zone, 1 ball, no strikes. Popped up and foul. Quakers really didn't shake up their lineup too much in that from the first game. Lineup almost about the same as that pitch. Inside out swing hit foul. Will go to 1-2. That one hit the water, I believe. Our fans are easily entertained by ball chasers and balls that hit the pond. That one's going to be lifted into left field. That falling for a base hit. Quakers get their first hit. So Whistle going the opposite way, and Earlham with a man on now for Andrew McFadden.
Let's see if that... Oh.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 16, Andrew McFadden.
You get used to
I'm
the way
still getting used to it.
And then what'll happen is we'll change it on you. Here's the stretch, and this one hit line drive up the middle. That's a base hit. Quakers now runners at first and second. Good piece of hitting once again, and now McCabe steps to the plate.
And may have an injury in center field.
Yep, Burnside.
Yeah, he's down right now.
Yeah, he went down, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was certainly it was pretty much a routine play, though.
Yeah, maybe he took a wrong step, or I don't know.
Well, they'll check on Burnside, and of course you lose a guy like that, and he may be coming out.
Yeah. Look, he needs help walking off.
Well, he's coming out of the ball game. We have a change as an injury to the center fielder Burnside. We'll take a quick timeout. We will come back here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. The Quakers threatening here in the second.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Well, Shane Mitchell takes over now in center field after the injury. This is a ground ball to the shortstop. Could be trouble. Throw to first in time to get the out there. As McCabe thrown out, the runners do advance. And that'll bring up now the number 9 hitter in Swearingen.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 39, Zach Swearingen.
Well, still Kind of weird what happened in center field.
Yeah.
And went in there for a strike. So Burnside is out. So that really hurts them defensively and even what they can do on offense.
Yeah, he did have a ground rule double last at bat.
Third baseman throw to first in time, and another nice defensive play by Rose Hulman, and that's going to do it for the Quakers in the bottom of the second as they will again leave 2 runners on base, 2 runners in scoring position. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, no score. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft-Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
Well, we have made it through 2 innings, and neither team able to draw so far. The Quakers' couple of base hits, that has been it. Most excitement we've had in the second game was the ball chasers from each team, and then a ball hit in the water.
Oh, so ball hit the water?
I think it did. They were cheering about that. So it'll be Sean Casey to lead things off.
Leading off for Rose Hulman, the catcher, number 21, Sean Casey.
Yeah, the water hit over there, and they got a kick out of that.
But you know what's not to be cheered about?
What?
I'm sure you can take a guess.
No runs?
Exactly.
Here's the pitch to Casey, and it's inside for a ball, 1-0. Casey started in left field in the first game, went 0 for 3. He's behind the plate here in the second game. Now 2 balls, no strikes. Neither team really doing too much. Again, with Burnside, we'll see what happens if they're going to keep. I imagine they would keep Mitchell in the ball game. Here's a swing and a miss. And Mitchell would go ahead and hit in the number 3 spot.
I'm going to guess that as well because, again, Burnside needed help walking off the field, so that's not a good sign of him coming back the rest of the night.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
Time called at the plate. Luke Klumper is on deck. That pitch hit foul. Good cut again, 2-2. Klumper getting the start at shortstop out of Monrovia, Indiana. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch by Greavy, a breaking ball, and he got just a piece of it to stay alive. Once again, the break-even pitch on the way, just outside, and boy, Earlham's staff, they thought that was strike 3. Looked like it might have been too far outside.
A little too far.
It was close, though.
Very, very.
The payout pitch on the way, hit foul.
He's really battling.
Yeah, I think their whole lineup, you look at, again, their numbers, and now Casey hitting only 222, but he's had, now this is 13 start. They got guys around him that they don't worry too much about Casey right at the moment. And that got him looking. So with one away, that'll bring up Luke Klumper.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 26, Luke Klumper.
Klumper, I don't think he played in the first game. He did not. So Klumper again getting the start. 3 straight strikeouts now by Greavy. This one lifted high into right field. That's an out there and 2 away. And that'll bring up Harris Camp.
Again, I think.
You want me to do this first?
Yeah, do that first.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 4, Harris Camp.
Now you can talk.
All right, you good? I think so far what Earlham has shown that it's really not the defense that's their problem. They're playing really solid defense, getting really good pitching from Greavy. If they can just figure out the hitting aspect, Earlham can be a tough team in this conference.
I imagine it's frustrating if you're the starting pitchers, though you certainly know everything's involved with what the team does. But, boy, you go out there and you pitch well, and the guys on the other side unable to get you. So it's kind of like football. You know, your defense plays well, but your offense can't score. So
yeah,
you got to bear with it either way. And that's what we're hoping here in game number 2. Greavy's 2-0 pitch on the way is just outside, 2-1. Camp hitting in the number 9 spot. 279 hitter. No home runs, 7 runs driven in. He's generally in the starting lineup. This is his 14th start. Here's a nice pitch right down the middle for a strike, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. And it must have been 3-1, so we're back down now. Let's bring this back here. So it's now, 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes now to the number 9 hitter, Harris Camp. Well, the wind has died down completely. Had a little breeze earlier today, but nothing now, and a beautiful night. That got him looking too. Great pitch. We're going to head to the bottom half of inning number 3 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. No score. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, number 1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
The second baseman, number 1, Mark Jandro.
So Mark Jandro will lead things off for the Quakers here in the bottom of the 3rd. Mark 0 for 1. He flew out to center field in the first inning, and the breaking pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Jandro, shake, and dop as we're at the top of the order. Bruno's next pitch is no pitch, time called. Fans must have had some beverages between games. Getting more fired up now.
Exactly.
Ground ball foul.
Honestly, whatever they drink, we need to get up on that.
I didn't think that stuff was allowed here.
Again, they got some dedicated parents.
Yes, they do.
Mom would have took off.
Popped up foul.
I'm just playing. Mom, Dad, don't kill me.
Yours would have left already.
On a work day?
Yeah, forget it.
Yeah.
1-2 to Gendreau. Pitches outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Quakers 2 base hits. Here in the second game, Mark swings at a wild one outside. He strikes out for out number 1. And that'll bring up now Isaiah Shake.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 33, Isaiah Shake.
Isaiah's 0 for 1. He lined out to left field his first time up. Breaking pitch stays up high, 1 ball, no strikes. We will get you updated on, again, some of the other games that have already been completed and or are underway in the HCAC. The 1-0 pitch, good cut and a foul, 1-1. Mentioned that earlier game, Hanover. Those guys score a lot of runs, and they score 29 runs, and yet still split that doubleheader and win the first one over Manchester 19-5. They lose the second one 17-10. That pitch in there for a strike.
Now that's a different turnaround.
Yeah, Hanover committed 9 errors in the 2 games, had 33 hits. Manchester finished with 28 hits. Had breaking pitches outside, so needless to say, not a ton of pitching or defense in that contest. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Isaiah Shake. High fly ball. It'll stay in the infield. The shortstop is there. We'll squeeze that one, and there's 2 away. That'll bring up now Danny Dopp.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 7, Danny Dopp.
Danny hit by a pitch in the first inning. So 2 away. Earlham continues to struggle putting runs on the board. A swing and a miss. Right now you're looking at 11 straight. We'll just count today. You're looking at 9 in the first game. So far 2 2/3 in this one. High fastball, swing and a miss. 0-2, and bless you.
Thank you.
No balls and 2 strikes. That one outside. A little waste pitch there by Bruno. We'll go to 1-2. Bruno gets the sign, the pitch. Breaking ball inside, 2-2. Now, you might have gotten that call earlier today, but not in this one.
Maybe.
Here's the break-even pitch on the way. Low and outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. One thing for sure, we didn't see anything like what they saw with the Manchester-Hanover doubleheader earlier today. That one hit well into center field, but not well enough as it'll stay in the ballpark. As we've said time and time again, the ball just doesn't carry very well here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. We will move to the 4th. Gerard's going to take over. I pitched a shutout on both teams. We'll see if he can get some runs in this one as the Quakers and the Engineers tied at 0. This is Earlham Baseball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
As we said a little bit ago, Gerard's going to take you through the middle three. Let's see, I gave you no runs. I gave you just 2 hits. And not a whole lot else. So see if you can do something for us, okay? But before you say anything, let's go ahead. It'll be Shipley, Robeson, and not Burnside, but then Mitchell.
Leading off the Rose Hulman, the second baseman, number 12, Connor Shipley.
I'm going to bet that when it goes back to you, there's going to be some runs on the board.
Think so?
Yeah. Ooh. That ball high and inside for ball 1, a 1-0 count for Shipley. Next pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1 count. Greavy is really doing a great job getting ahead, or if he gets behind, he catches back up.
Yeah, he's throwing well.
That ball high for ball 2.
Especially when you consider he's only faced the minimum 9 hitters through 3 innings.
Ball high for ball 3, so 3-1 count now for Shipley.
I think Colin is probably relaxed by the sound of the frogs out in the back. It's a relaxing thing for him. Do you hear him?
Yeah.
It's therapeutic.
Grounder hit. Pensura with the field and the throw. Will be in time. Whew. So that will be the first out of the inning. And what a very close play at first base, but a very nice play by Pensura.
Seen some good defense here today.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 15, Davis Robeson.
You look at those 2 games, or the 2 big plays, actually 3 plays we saw in the first game, 2 by Rose, 1 by Earlham.
Yeah.
Defense has been stellar today for the most part. Robeson is 0 for 1.
That ball hit high. Pensura will call for it, and he will make the grab for the second out of the inning. So a quick 2 outs for the Quakers to start off the 4th inning, and that will bring up the center fielder Mitchell for his first at-bat in the game.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 13, Shane Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell in for Burnside, who went down earlier. Was injured in center field on what appeared to be a routine play.
And a swing and a miss for Mitchell. So that will be strike 1. 2 outs in the inning. Greavy's pitch. In there for strike 2. Quick 0-2 count for Mitchell.
Well, you hear the pop on that fastball. Yeah. He is throwing hard.
And I always say, if we can hear it from up here, what's the sound like down there?
Yeah, it's he's really throwing strong.
Fouled off by Mitchell, so he stays alive. And that hit something. I couldn't really figure out what, but I just heard a big boom sound.
I'm assuming it must have hit the light pole or something.
Yeah, it did something.
These fans, they don't care what it is. They're going to cheer for it now.
Exactly. Everything's a competition.
And fun.
Exactly. Good spirits. Down low for the first ball, so now a 1-2 count for Mitchell.
I think the bigger question is how many will make it to work tomorrow?
This might be their excuse.
It is.
ball outside for ball 2, so it's a 2-2 count for Mitchell.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty decent pitch. You don't want to give Mitchell anything to hit, so you kind of waste pitch that one and try to see if he might chase it.
So a 2-2 count for Mitchell, 2 outs in the inning, and he fouls off that pitch to stay alive in the count.
Yeah, give Mitchell credit. That ball right in on his hands. The catcher whistle was set up on the outside portion of the plate, and yet that ball rode back to the inside.
See if Greavy can finish him off right here. Greavy's pitch is a swing and a miss from Mitchell for strike 3, and that will end the inning. So still no hits for Rose Hulman. That will end the inning, and we head to the bottom of the 4th, tied 0-0 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We'll be right back.
After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Welcome back to Randall R. Sadler Stadium, Earlham College Baseball. We are in the bottom of the 4th. Score is tied 0-0.
Leading off for the Quakers, the designated hitter, number 17, Austin Hatfield.
Hatfield stepping to the plate for the Quakers. Takes the pitch for ball 1. He will take that for strike 1, so now evens up the count 1-1 for Hatfield.
You know, Hatfield, the guy we talked about before, we thought be that home run type power guy.
Yeah.
Of course, he did drive in those 4 runs in the first game against Hanover, but you know that lineup, he just hadn't done it yet.
Yeah, he hasn't been, well, like I said, I think everybody was anticipating him, and he fouls that off for strike 2, 2-2 count, to be like the power hitter.
Yeah.
And I honestly thought with him coming from a JUCO that, you know, he'd stand out a little bit more, but, you know, I'm still trying to catch that rhythm. And, yeah, you go back to the Hanover game where he had 4 runs, but you take that away, it's only 9 on the season.
Yeah. He's a big guy, though.
He is a big guy. You would like to see him use that size to hit some ball over the fence. Fouls that off to stay alive, 2-2 count still.
The one thing he doesn't get, he didn't get cheated by his swing much. I mean, when he swings, he swings.
Yeah.
He's like that prototypical power hitter guy.
Yeah. And he will hit a single to the center fielder. So a great way to start off the inning for the Quakers, and I'm sure a boost of confidence for Hatfield.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 4, Brian Pensura.
Brian is 0 for 1. But now Chance at his hit number 3 for the Quakers.
We'll see if Brian Pensura can move Austin Hatfield, or he lays down the bunt, and actually I think he'll beat this throw out. To throw to first. Ooh, he calls him out, and ooh.
That was close. Oh. Hey, the good news is Brian credited for the sacrifice, but he goes down. He is down. In fact,
he is in pain.
Just down the line there. There you see him right there.
He is in pain.
Boy, they lose a guy, and now we may see the Quakers lose Brian Pensura. And no, you're talking about a guy with a bat. You're talking about a guy at shortstop that is just almost irreplaceable.
I hope it's just a stinger, but sometimes when you run so fast, an awkward step that hits that bag. And
you know, you think about, which you're exactly right, when you're running to first base, remember that base is elevated.
That's why sometimes that's maybe a part of baseball that it's kind of hard because, yeah, you run so fast, but then you're trying to step on an elevated object. And
yeah,
there's been multiple times it's gone very bad. Look, he can't put hardly any weight on that ankle.
Wow. So now we have 2 players out. Pinsura down at first base will be now brought to the sidelines. And so the Quakers will lose their shortstop. We'd already mentioned Burnside, the center fielder, out for Rose Hulman. So he is helped to the sidelines, and
we just hope he's okay and it's nothing serious.
Well, you lose Mark Gendreau earlier in the year because of injury. You've had Danny Dopp battle the injury, and now maybe here for Pinsura.
Now batting, the catcher, number 36, Cameron Whistle.
Cameron Whistle now at the plate, and just like you said, Pinsura has been one of the spark plugs for the team. He's a real good shortstop. He's real consistent at the plate. So, as we said, hopefully he's not too serious and he'll be back soon.
And you lose a guy that's hitting 300, a guy that is in double digits in runs driven in. He is second on the team in stolen bases. Nice bunt.
Smart play by the third baseman, as it looked like a for sure bunt for a base hit. But at the last second, the ball rolls into foul territory.
Yeah, Pershing read that well, had good spin on the baseball coming off the bat the way it did. We all thought maybe that had a chance to stay in, but at the very last moment, rolled foul.
Pitch out for a ball, so a 1-2 count for Whistle. Whistle will hit that out of play to stay alive in the at-bat. Still only 1 out in the inning, runner in scoring position.
Cameron anticipating well, another pitch on the outside corner of the plate. They tried to get him on the 1-2 pitch. It was more of a waste pitch. And went right back there again, hoping he wouldn't take a swing. See, they go outside again.
Trying to get him to chase.
Yeah, and book on Whistle must be that if you pitch him outside, he'll eventually get out on a good pitch.
And that can honestly be for a lot of batters. I know stepping up into that box, you can get so anxious.
Yeah, sometimes that pitch looks pretty good. Now you're going again with a left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. That release a little bit different.
And Whistle will foul that off. Still stays alive. 2-2 count for Whistle. 1 hit in the inning. Came by way of Hatfield. 3 hits in the game for Earlham.
And the more pitches you see, the most likely are that you're going to get something either now or something later, because he's probably using everything he has to get you out.
Well, like we said before, as Whistle will hit it up the middle, but and the play at first is not in, or is in time, my apologies. So Whistle will be out at first. Nice play by the shortstop, Mesenbrink.
That's Klemper.
Oh, they changed it this game? Okay.
But the Quakers do have a runner at third.
There's really been a lot of close plays at first base, and it does not look like the umpire is going to rule in your favor of the runner.
Music. I think that home plate umpire said something nasty back here.
Again, you know, he looked at us too.
The good news is he can't see us really well, so.
Mm-hmm. That ball high. 1-1 count for McFadden.
That's a good pitch.
In there for a strike, too. Yeah, it was a very nice pitch.
And here's your chance to get that goose egg off the board right here.
Yep. And the grounder hit to third. The throw to first is in time, and that will be the final out of the inning. So the goose egg remains on the board for the Quakers, and we will head to the top of the fourth.
Fifth.
Or actually, the game's going by quick. I think it's.
Is it the fifth or fourth? It's a fourth. Fifth? We should be going into the fifth. We should be in the top of the fifth inning.
Oh, okay. Going into the top of the fifth, tied 0-0 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Hey, if you're looking for a great place to dine, how about Little Sheba's? Come join them in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue and grab one of their gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, and more in their smoke-free environment. You can get a 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. For more information about Little Sheba's, give them a call at 962-2999.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Welcome back to Randall R. Sadler Stadium, Earlham College Baseball. We have a change in the field. Zach Swearingen will move over to shortstop, and number 38, Devin Baisley, will move to third base, coming in for the injured Pensura.
Leading off for Rose Hulman, number 9, the designated hitter, Logan Cody.
Designated hitter number 9, Logan Cody, now at the plate for Rose Hulman.
You know, we were doing really well with the scoring in the first game. Now everybody's moving everywhere.
Yeah. But unfortunately, they're moving for
all the wrong reasons.
Wrong reasons.
That's not helping the score sheet, though.
So you see, stats rep?
No.
I'm seeing them over here on that iPad. I gotta get me one of those.
No, but it doesn't mean I can't. We'll find him for you.
It's a 1-1 count for Cody. No outs in the top of the fifth inning. Greavy's pitch is in there for strike 2. 1-2 count for Cody. Greavy will step off the mound, regather himself.
There they go.
Greavy's pitch home is off the turf for ball 2. So a 2-2 count for Cody.
Hey, if you don't think you can hit a ball off the ground, Javier Baez.
You know what? I was just about to mention that point myself.
Man. And he still managed to get it into the outfield. How in the world that happened?
Yeah. Luck. Whew. But, yeah, you don't see that every day.
No.
Ball high, which will make it a full count. And that will be ball 4. So Logan Cody will reach by way of walk, and that is, I think, the first walk of the game.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25, Ryan Stakowski.
Cody is actually the first base runner for Rose Hulman, which Greavy had a perfect game going up until then.
Yep. Yeah, through 4 innings.
Four innings. Swing and a miss from Ryan Stakowski. 0-1 count.
Yeah, he had 5 strikeouts, now 1 walk. Only faced 13 hitters. This is number 14.
Greavy's pitch is outside for ball 1, which will even up the count 1-1. Runner on first base, and there are no outs in the inning.
Not sure many of us would have thought in game 1, even though the Quakers had struggled offensively, you'd only see 3 total. No runs so far in this one. Both offenses scoring around 7 runs per game.
Cody will take off for second. The throw for whistle is not on point, so Cody will slide into second. So now runner in scoring position for Rose. 2-1 count for Stakowski.
I would imagine they would give a wild pitch to Colin. Ball bouncing in front of the catcher, Cameron Whistle. So now just like that, they have a runner in scoring position.
Now a bunt by Stakowski. It will end up rolling in foul territory, so it'll be strike 2.
Well, Stakowski doing the right thing. If you're wanting to get that runner to third, try to push it to the right side. And one of those balls had a lot of spin on it once it came off the bat. That's not an easy thing to do depending on the location where that pitch is, knowing that you need to get it to the right side. And if that thing rides in a little bit too far, that's tough to get it over there.
Big pitch right here, kid. Let's go.
Greavy's pitch home will be out for ball 3.
Well, he didn't go around. I mean, that's a good no call there.
Yeah.
But again, he had the 2 strikes. He did not want to show bunt again, so he's swinging away. Here's your number 5 hitter. Strikeout victim back in the second. He'd really love to get some type of a pitch that he could take to the right side still. No matter what, get that runner to third somehow. And that wasn't the pitch.
Yeah, but he stayed alive with that pitch, though.
Well, that is the key, because that pitch was inside, in on his hands. And Greavy knows the one thing that he can't do is allow Stakowski to get to the right side. So the idea is try to pitch him inside as much as you can. Let's see where Whistle sets up here. He's got to go back to the inside again, I would imagine. He's going to stay right out. He's going to move a little bit to the outside. Ugh.
And that will be hit to center field. They will hold the runner at third base. So now first base hit of the game for Rose, and runners on first and third with no outs in the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 5, Brian Pershing.
Well, the only thing I didn't like about that pitch was he sent back to the outside. I think it came a little bit too far across the plate. He made the mistake there of leaving it out over the plate like that. I thought maybe the one thing he would have done again is come back to the inside, because the hitter was trying to get to the right side.
Yeah.
And really maybe even try to jam him up a little bit. And all of a sudden you find yourself in danger of giving up the first run of the ball game.
Brian Pershing at the plate now. And he will hit it in the gap of right field and center field. That will bring in 1 run. And they are waving in the second run. Pershing is heading for third. And the throw to third will not be in time. And Pershing hits a 2 RBI triple to break the goose egg for Rose Hulman. And as they take a 2-0 lead with still no outs in the inning. And we will have a timeout by the umpire, as it looks like we will be getting a pitching change.
Well, if not that, at least a visit. Another Greavy just kind of left it out over the plate.
Yeah.
And they must feel that now the pitcher looks like he's ready to come in. And, to me, it's kind of interesting. He gets a kind of a short opportunity right here. Because, again, there's no outs in the inning, but generally they let a guy go to start a little bit longer here, but they're not going to take any chances. So we have a pitching change. We'll tell you about the new pitcher coming up in a moment. Quakers down in this one, 2-0.
Today's game brought to you in part by Mancino's Pizza and Grinders. Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads every day. They serve great food priced for family budgets. Mancino's Italian bread and pizza dough are made from scratch every day, and the baking process may take a little more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1166 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com. New Vision Sports is a program that will focus on the training and improvement of the serious-minded athlete. It includes all ages and skill levels. They'll create a customized workout plan to provide an ongoing motivation and support program that'll help you achieve your training goals. There are 3 reasons to train with New Vision Sports: variety, specificity, and accountability. New Vision Sports. Give them a call at 977-5831 or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
Welcome back to Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Pitching change for the Quakers. Number 24, Dominic Michael, now on the mound for the Quakers. Tried to get the Quakers out of this jam that they found themselves in the 5th inning.
Yeah, and it happened quickly, didn't it?
Yeah. Still no outs in the inning. And throughout the game, I didn't think Greavy pitched bad. He had a perfect inning going into this inning.
And that's why I was surprised they hooked him as quickly as they did.
Honestly. But I think what makes it look worse than what it is the fact that the pitching is not getting no run support from this offense.
Yeah, exactly. Same story, different day, right?
Yeah. And
now batting, the catcher, number 21, Sean Casey.
It's not like Earlham hasn't had their opportunities to score. They just can't capitalize when they get runners in scoring position.
By the way, for Dominic, this will be his on the year. He's thrown 17 innings, 10 strikeouts, just 1 walk.
That ball in there for a strike. Runner on third base for Rose. Infield is playing in.
Yeah, they want to make sure the way the offense is going, make sure that guy at third doesn't score.
The pitch from Michael is high, so a 2-1 count.
If anybody out of the bullpen has been a guy who shut down other teams, it's probably this guy right here.
Ball off the turf, so now that'll make that a 3-1 count. Earlham still searching for that first out of the inning. And that will be ball 4. So Casey reaches first base. on a walk.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 26, Luke Klumper.
Number 26, Luke Klumper, will step up to the plate for Rose Hulman. Now the infield has backed up, looking to get a double play. Runners on first and third. Won't be surprised if Klumper takes off for second.
Well, they're at medium depth, which means if it is a ground ball, they still have a chance. If the runner at third decides to take off himself, you have a play at home.
Yeah.
But still, the infield, with even at medium depth, when you put the ball on the turf like this, those percentages really go up. Chance to get that ball through the infield.
They show bunt, but he pulls back. Still rules it a strike, so a 1-1 count for Klumper.
Not so sure he didn't show show bunt right there just to give something for the infield to think about a little bit. I don't know if he was really intending on trying to bunt. Well, you could really have a big inning right here. You don't want to give up an out like that. And he's showing it again, though.
And he lays it down. They do try to squeeze, and they get the out at first base, but the runner does come in to score to make the lead 3-0. Runner does advance to second, and a textbook play on how to conduct a squeeze.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 4, Harris Camp.
Well, I'm not sure that with Earlham playing at medium depth, there's a whole lot they could have done about that anyway. That was just a great bunt.
Great bunt. Harris Camp now at the plate. Michael's pitch. They show bunt again, and he lays it down the third base line. And he will beat the throw at first, and the runner, Casey, advances to third. So now Rose Hulman is just playing excellent baseball against Earlham. And
shows you don't need the long ball, do you?
No, you do not.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 12, Connor Shipley.
And I tell you what, Harris Camp, he got down the line really quick.
Yeah, he has some speed right there.
The other thing about it, you have to respect the idea that Camp can hit the baseball at the number 9 hole, but you also have to be prepared that he lays down the bunt. Earlham unable to make the play, and right now just little things happening here for Rose Hulman.
And everything not going Earlham's way. The pickoff at first is not in time. And I wouldn't be surprised if they lay a third straight bunt down the way they're bunting.
Well, I was going to say, your third baseman is back. If you can lay it down or push it to the right side, there's not a whole lot your first baseman, Dopp, is going to do with it.
But with the speed at first, and he takes off. Ooh, looked like he was taking off for a second, but he pulls back. But I'm thinking with the speed at first base, to avoid the double play, that I'd send him.
Well, if anything, you make Whistle commit. He's either going to throw it down to second base or you're going to get an easy stolen base and then maybe force the runner at third.
They show bunt. He lays it down, and back-to-back squeeze plays brings in back-to-back runners. Casey will come in. Nice bunt from Shipley. And that will increase the lead 4-0.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 15, Davis Robeson.
Yeah, they've just been textbook perfect laying down those bunts. I mean, you got to get the ball to the right side of the runner at third. They did that. They got the squeeze in twice. How many times do you see a squeeze in a whole game, let alone in one half inning?
Let alone three. I told you, 3 straight bunts in a row. And I'd honestly try for 4.
Yeah.
But Robeson hits it to second. Jandro will make the throw to first, and that will be the final out of the inning. Not before Rose Hulman gets 4 runs off 3 hits. They lead 4-0 going into the bottom of the 5th on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We'll be right back.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
Leading off for the Quakers,
the left fielder, number 5, Cameron McCabe.
Leading off for the Quakers, number 5, Cameron McCabe.
I did that in your ear, didn't I?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was just trying to finish this in.
Now the secret's out, huh?
McCabe will hit a grounder to the shortstop, and the throw to first, it gets by him. McCabe will stay put at first. So, again, Earlham gets the inning started off in the right way by getting the leadoff man on base. And will that go down as an error?
That'll be an error, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 39, Zach Swearingen.
Now that ball was hit well, though, by McCabe. That'll be the first error of the ball game.
Zach Swearingen at the plate. He shows bunt, but the ball's inside, which will be ball 1.
Swearingen grounded out his only time up back in the second inning.
Swearingen hits a single to left field. McCabe will move to second. So now to start off the inning, back-to-back hits, or a base hit and an error, but runners now on first and second.
Now batting for the Quakers, the second baseman, number 1, Mark Jandro.
Well, that was on a rope, too, by Swearingen. Of course, I'm not sure Bruno hasn't put in a ton of innings. We mentioned only 16 2/3 this year, so he hasn't had a chance to throw a lot. Only his 7th appearance.
Jandro shows bunt. He pulls back, but it's still in there for a strike.
Okay, the Quakers had runners at second and third in the second. They had a runner at third in the fourth. They've now gotten another runner to second here in the fifth. The infield is now at medium depth, though they're now coming in on the corners.
Jandro shows bunt. He lays it down. He will be out at first from third baseman Pershing, but he does advance both runners. So now runners on second and third with only one out. And Isaiah Shake stepping up to the plate.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 33, Isaiah Shake.
Well, Mark does his job. Now it's up to Isaiah. 0 for 2.
Well, we've seen this situation before. But can the result change? Let's find out. Shake the 0-1 count.
Should be 1-0. I think they're wrong on the board.
Oh, it should be 1-0.
Yeah.
The board has it wrong. But he will hit a pop fly in foul territory. The first baseman will call it off. Play made by Stakowski.
That's a huge out.
Yes. So now with 2 outs, runners on second and third. And now we'll bring up Danny Dopp. And honestly, if you're Earlham, no better player you want approaching right now.
Now batting the first baseman, number 7, Danny Dopp.
Yeah, here's a guy right here. This is your moneymaker, number 3 hole. And you don't want to put an asterisk also to inning number 5. We've gotten one next to inning number 2, and we have one to inning number 4.
And Dopp will take a strike.
Well, you're talking about now what? 1, 2, 3, 4 runners in scoring position so far. 3 of them at third. I'm going to say 5. Well, yeah, 5 it would be because you had the 2 guys left at second base, so 5 runners in scoring position.
Dopp will foul it off, so it's a 1-2 count.
You know, the thing is, and I don't know much other than the numbers we've been provided by the statisticians about Rose Hulman, but you got to think Earlham, their chances keep running out here. You know, you got to get it while the opportunity's there.
Yeah. That ball is low, so a 2-2 count now for Dopp.
Well, it seems always to be magnified a little bit more when you aren't hitting and you aren't scoring runs, that we always look at it in the big picture, and you just aren't going to get that many chances.
Dopp hits one deep in the center field. Mitchell's back on it, and he will make the grab for the final out of the inning. So no runs for Earlham, and they trail 4-0 heading into the top of the 6th. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, we will be right back.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994. For over a century, Richmond Power & Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power & Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power & Light. Together we make powerful partners.
Welcome back to Randall R. Sadler Stadium, Earlham College Baseball. Earlham trails 4-0 in the top of the 6th inning. Rose Hulman scored all 4 of the runs last inning. And once again, we've seen Earlham with the opportunity to get on the board. Same result.
Same results indeed, and now they'll have to make sure that Rose doesn't manufacture runs the way they did in the last half inning.
Leading off for Rose Hulman, the center fielder, number 13, Shane Mitchell.
I told you last inning, half inning, you rarely see a team squeeze across 1 run in a game. That's well hit.
And Mitchell hits a shot up the middle, and he will hit a single to start off the inning for Rose Hulman.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 9, Logan Cody.
Rose Hulman starts off the inning just like they did last one with the runner on first base. We'll see if Mitchell steals, and won't be surprised if we see another bunt.
Yeah, why not?
Logan Cody at the plate. He takes ball 1.
Though I like my odds if I'm Rose Hulman with a left-handed hitter hitting over 300, a guy with 11 runs driven in. You want to take the bat out of his hand. I mean, you're up 4-0. I'd rather have him hit perhaps at this stage.
Mitchell takes off to second, and the ball will be hit in foul territory. So that'll be a 1-1 count for Cody. Mitchell will go back to first base.
Yeah, Mitchell had a good jump, too. Boy, left-handed hitter's able to hit behind the runner. You had your second baseman breaking toward the bag. You have an open hole on that right side, the way that your second baseman plays over, and left-handed hitters just love hitting behind those runners at first. Unless you get picked off.
And which in that case he didn't.
But and I'm watching Whistle. Now, Whistle sat up on the outside corner of the plate. So what they're going to try to do, maybe at this stage, if Cody's a pull hitter, is get him to extend and maybe ground into a double play here.
Yeah.
See, they went outside again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're really trying to get that grounder.
Now, really good hitters will go with the pitch, take it the opposite way. So they must feel, at least at this stage, that he's a pull hitter.
Another pickoff attempt. Unsuccessful.
Logan got things started in that 5th inning with that walk and a stolen base, part of that 4-run 5th inning, Good cut, just a piece of it right there.
Stays alive. Doing a very good job battling.
And then, of course, after this, you got to worry a little bit about Stokowski, Pershing, Casey, all coming up. Those guys were instrumental in that big 4-run inning number 5. So they got guys that have been swinging the bat well coming up here next.
And he hits a shot at shortstop. I lost the ball for a second.
Yeah,
nice play from Swearingen.
Yeah, throw went to first, a little bit off the mark, but Danny Dopp able to recover in time.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25, Ryan Stokowski.
There was nobody there to back that up for Dopp. Now, he wouldn't have had to gone very far to get it, but it would have depended whether it goes into the dugout or not. Would have given him the extra base.
So 1 out for the Quakers. Mitchell still at first.
Now, Logan, by the way, Logan Cody did the right thing. He went with a pitch, just hit it right at the shortstop. Boy, there's another great jump.
I would honestly call off the hit and runs and just let them run.
Yeah, and I know it's all about protecting the runner, but Mitchell had such a great jump. You could hear the first base coach yell, "Go!" And he got such a great jump over there, it would have taken a heck of a throw by Whistle to get him out. So they're going to play the aggressor now with a 4-0 lead. There's no indication he was ready to go that time. Stokowski had singled in that 5th inning. He struck out in his first plate appearance, but that was not against Dominic Michael. Oh, my. How close was that, huh? That was a pitch out, and Whistle steps out. The pitch came back inside. So Dominic, somebody mixed up the signals there because your catcher, he was ready to pitch out. The ball came back inside, nearly took his head off. Whistle's probably glad to be alive right now.
And that ball's in there for strike 3. So Stokowski goes down looking for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 5, Brian Pershing.
Brian Pershing now at the plate for Rose Hulman. Runner still at first base. 2 outs in the inning. Michael's pitch outside for ball 1.
See, now that whistle went back out there again. The pitch was where it was supposed to be, a little bit closer anyway. It didn't look like it was a complete pitch out, but whistle almost like afraid, should I go out there again? That didn't work very well the last time.
I'm honestly surprised Mitchell's been over there as long as he has.
Yeah, I am too.
He takes off. This time they let him run, and he easily slides into second. So a stolen base for Mitchell. 1-1 count for Pershing. And just like we said, enough hit and runs. Let him run.
Well, he not only does he have great speed, you could see that right there, but again, another great jump. I'm not so sure the Dominique should have maybe thrown over there once or twice just to try to keep him close.
Michael's pitch, again, outside for ball 2. 2-1 count.
You know, Pershing had that really, he was the one that had the big hit in the 5th inning with that double in the gap in right center field. And that's when the Quakers made the change with Sean Casey, the next hitter.
Michael's pitch is low for ball 3. 3-1 count now for Pershing.
Right now his concern, Dominic, and looking back at second base, this might be more of a make sure we know we're going to go with the baseball right here with 2 outs. Sometimes players have a tendency to kind of forget how many outs there are, so make sure you get the easy play at first. But don't worry about the runner at second.
And a shot hit to right field. McFadden back on it, and he will make the grab for the final out of the inning. So no runs for Rose, but they still lead 4-0. Heading in the bottom of the 6th on the Wesley Bays Wealth Management scoreboard. We will be right back.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120. Are you looking for the right place to work out? A place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond.
Welcome back to Randall R. Sadler Stadium, Earlham College Baseball. We are taking a look down at Brian Pensura, who's on crutches right now.
He's got that ankle heavily wrapped.
Leading off for the Quakers, the designated hitter, number 17, Austin Hatfield.
Again, we hope it's nothing serious for Pensura. Hatfield stepping to the plate for the Quakers. Earlham trails 4-0.
Well, you're just hoping that he'll be able to play by Saturday, and that way he's looking right now, that doesn't appear to be very promising.
Hatfield will take a strike, 1-1 count. Yeah, hoping so, because if Rose Hulman pulls this game out, you know, Earlham now gets swept. They fall to 5 games, losing in the conference. And like I said, the conference is very close this year, but can't afford to get too far behind. Think about it. Rose Hulman will have 4-0 in the conference while you've already got 5 losses.
Yeah, you don't want to fall on that backside.
No, you do not. Hatfield hits one high to right field. And the catch made for the out.
Now batting.
The third baseman, Devin Basin.
I turned up the wrong volume. Like, where is he playing, by the way?
Devin Baisley at the plate at third base. 1-1 count for Baisley, 1 out in the inning.
It's hard to turn all these knobs the right way after a while.
Yeah, it gets hard. Baisley hits one high to right field. Roberson under it, and he will make the grab for the second consecutive out by Roberson. Quick 2 outs for Earlham.
Now batting, the catcher number 36, Cameron Whistle.
At least I got that one right. You know what? You did produce runs. You just produced them for the wrong team.
Notice how when I said I was going to produce runs,
you didn't.
I didn't say what team. I said runs would be on the board.
I'm sure the Earlham fans appreciate your support.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I was hoping it'd be the other way around. And hey, I set them up.
I know.
They couldn't bring it home.
You have done everything you possibly could to help.
They couldn't bring it home. Cameron Whistle at the plate. 0-1 count. Make that a 1-1 count.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've got asterisks next to 3 innings. 2, 4, and 5. Well, he's quickly down to 1 and 2. Whistle did double, take that back single back in the second inning. 1 for 2. Give credit to Bruno. He's pitching well. Ooh, awful close.
Yeah, very close. 2-2 count now for Cameron Whistle.
Well, that was a nice breaking pitch.
Yeah, very nice breaking pitch.
Whistle able to foul that one off with a ball right in on his fingers there. That's a great piece of hitting to stay alive. You know, there aren't a ton of fans here, but they sure are lively.
Yeah, they are. Whistle hits a grounder to second base, and the throw to first will be made for the third out of the inning. Nice play by Shipley. And now we'll end the inning. No runs for Earlham. And now we're heading into the top of the 7th. Rose Hulman leads 4-0 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We'll be right back.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do, but for me, the choice was almost too easy. How about Tony's Car Sales in Richmond? Hi, this is Troy Narangowski. You know, I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's, and I couldn't have been happier with their service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked me through the entire process. Hey, if you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West. For more information, give them a call at 962-5665 or go to their website, tonyscarsales.com.
Well, the 4 runs were scored, but for the wrong team. If you're a Quaker fan, if you're Rose Hulman, you're smelling a sweep here today.
Yes.
Dominic Michael back in, and he'll be facing Sean Casey to lead things off.
Leading off for Rose Hulman, the catcher number 21, Sean Casey.
Casey walked and scored a part of that 4-run fifth inning. Quakers bullpen is quiet. Rose Hulman quiet as well as Dominique Michael ready to go to work once again, and the first pitch on the way, chopper toward the third baseman. Throw to first in time, 1 pitch, 1 out. And that's a good way to start it here in the 7th inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 26, Luke Klumper.
So Klumper is up now for the third time today. He is 0 for 2. Quakers could use an easy inning right here. They've been through some tough ones in the last couple. There's a line drive caught by the shortstop, and there you go. 2 away.
Quick 2 outs for Earlham.
Boy, no kidding.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 4, Harris Camp.
So 2 quick outs. Camp singled in the 5th inning. Take that one for a strike. Earlham has now gone 9 innings in the first game, 6 innings here, 15 scoreless innings. Bunt, third base side.
Oh, what a heck of a bunt.
Well, they're not going to get him, are they?
Oh, no.
Wow.
That was a great bunt.
They are bunting the Quakers to death. His second base hit, second one of these bunted to get on.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 12, Connor Shipley.
Tell you what, Coach Sack and his staff going to see bunts in their sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, nightmares. Bunt, 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 bunt. Here's Shipley stepping in. Shipley 0 for 3. 2 ways we play here in the top of the 7th of game 2. Mentioned a little bit ago, the Quakers have been shut out for 15 straight innings. And I don't think anyone would have thought with a pitching staff that Rose Hulman has, runner takes off, throw down to second, another stolen base, and he came off and they tagged him out.
Still got him.
So Camp is going to get credit for a stolen base, but he slides off the bag, the tag laid on, and he is out. So it turns out to be a quick inning after all. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Rose Hulman 4, Earlham nothing. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Mendenhall's True Value in Richmond is your local source for the things you need at home or your business every day. Everything from hardware, tools, carpet cleaner rentals, window and screen repair, lawn and garden supplies, as well as hunting and fishing licenses. It's all in one place at Mendenhall's True Value Hardware, right around the corner at 125 Southwest 5th Street in Richmond. Give them a call for more information at 962-4842. Today's game is being brought to you by Tri-County Awards in Richmond. Customized awards and quality engraving services. When you come to Tri-County Awards, you'll get nothing but the best customer service. We take pride in our prompt service and easy availability. Celebrate success with a gorgeous medal, trophy, or plaque from Tri-County Awards. We've been crafting awards since 1972. Choose from a wide variety of designs and styles. We're a locally owned and family-operated business. Tri-County Awards, 1001 South East Street in Richmond.
Leading off for the Quakers, number 16, the right fielder, Andrew McFadden.
So McFadden will lead things off for the Quakers as we move now to the bottom of the 7th inning. McFadden, McCabe, and Swearingen all due up. Pitches outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's another pitch low and outside, 2-0. Quakers get a couple of base runners on. You might see the last of this right-hander. The 2-0 pitch hit well but foul. He laced that one down the left field line. McFadden singled and he grounded out. One for two. Ground ball toward the shortstop. On the hop, he bobbles it, then throws it away, and it will not go into the dugout. It'll hit the netting. But the Quakers have a man on. That's the second error committed now by Rose. And Earlham has a man on now for McCabe.
Now batting for the Quakers, the left fielder, number 5, Cameron McCabe.
Well, there's a start. McCabe is 0 for 2. And he'll take that pitch in there for a strike. McCabe hitting .278 on the year. The stretch and the pitch popped him up into right field. Should be an easy play for out number 1, and it is. So with 1 out, that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Zach Swearingen.
Now batting the shortstop, number 39, Zach Swearingen.
Swearingen moving over to shortstop after the injury earlier to Brian Pinsura. That one hit down the line but foul. So no balls and a strike. Swearingen grounded out back in the second, singled in the 5th inning. Mark Jandro is on deck as the Quakers try to get something on the board. Time beginning to run out in game 2. That pitch inside nearly got him. Count is even at 1-1. If Earlham loses this one, they'll have to think about Saturday, as that's going to be chopped toward the third baseman. They'll get 1 at second, no relay to first. So 2 outs. And that'll bring up your leadoff hitter, Mark Jandro.
Now batting for the Quakers, the second baseman, number 1, Mark Jandro.
Now, we've seen 3 straight innings. Earlham gets the leadoff man on base, but can't do nothing with it.
Yeah. Yeah, it has been a rough one here tonight. Time called.
And I don't know. What do you think it is offensive with this team?
I don't know. I wish I knew. I really don't have any idea because, again, the pitching, the numbers show coming in that it's not great pitching. Runner takes off. Nope. Snap throw to first, not in time. So
it's a close play, though.
Yeah, McFadden thought about it. Or take that back. McCabe thought about it. Changed his mind. Yeah, that's the ever-increasing question for this Earlham baseball team is just getting runs. That's going to be fouled off. Earlham trying to run at first base. And here is where you kind of look at it and you go, boy, they're really desperate now to get something going.
Yes.
They just cannot seem to formulate anything, and you're down 4-0. You wouldn't think they would run, but you almost don't have any choice now.
I mean, if you think about it, you look at Rose Hulman. They got 5 hits as we see a
base hit.
Base hit to center field. I mean, you look at Rose Hulman, they have 5 hits and 4 runs. And now you look at Earlham, who has 5 hits but 0 runs. So
exactly.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 33, Isaiah Shake.
So now the Quakers runners at first and second.
And we see Earlham get hits. It's not like they're going hitless in a game, but we just can't. We don't see them make the hits when the runners are in the position.
Well, this will be another inning. This is 4 innings now where they've had runners in scoring position. Bruno's next pitch, and see, that's a high fastball that is hard to lay off of.
I think sometimes as the batters, we help the pitcher out by swinging at pitches out the zone.
And that's certainly what Bruno's counting on. Well, that one caught the outside corner.
That one I think you have to swing at with two strikes.
Put an asterisk next to inning number 7 as the Quakers fail to score again on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. 4-0 Rose Hulman.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with the most comprehensive auto repair services that include general services, car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. Their goal is simple: to offer the best services available at affordable prices to get you back on the road in no time. For a high-performance vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, give them a call at 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boy's Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boy's Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Kyle Gorman will be the new pitcher now for the Quakers as we move to the 8th. It is Shipley, Robeson, and Mitchell all due up as the Quakers again trail it 4-0. Shipley was at the plate when Camp was thrown out. He slid by the bag down at second base.
Leading off for Rose Hulman, the second baseman, number 12, Connor Shipley.
So Shipley will step up. Gorman on the year, 27 innings, 2-2 record. As the pitch outside for ball 1-0. Gorman with the leg kick and the pitch, missing low. Kyle out of Cincinnati. Shipley 0 for 2 with an RBI in this contest, currently hitting at .319 on the season. That pitch is outside as well. 3 balls, no strikes. Gorman, the third pitcher used. And missed inside for ball 4, leadoff walk. And that'll bring up Davis Robeson.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 15, Davis Robeson.
Robeson steps to the plate here in the 8th inning. 0 for 2. Actually 0 for 3. Did pick up an RBI when he ended up squeezing in a runner. Bunts this one to the left side and bunts it foul. So Robeson down, no balls and a strike. Another bunt attempt. Telling you. Coach Sack, I don't know if he has nightmares at all, but he'll have one if this one is lost and watches all those bunts. And
I I would think he'd have a nightmare more about his offense rather than the bunting.
By the way, Baisley coming in a few steps down at third. Again, Baisley is at third. Swearingen is at short because of the injury earlier in the ball game to Brian Pansura. The stretch, another bunt attempt, this time tried at first base side, bunts that one foul. And so Robeson down at 0-2. Here's a right-hander throwing in the Earlham bullpen just in case. The pitch. Good breaking pitch struck him out. And Gorman able to get Robeson for out number 1, and that'll bring up Mitchell.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 13, Shane Mitchell.
So here is Mitchell. He, by the way, stole a base back in the 6th inning. This one tapped to the right side. Gorman off the mound, throws to first, gets the out. Runner will advance down to second base, but 2 away. And that'll bring up now the designated hitter, Logan Cody.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 9, Logan Cody.
That wasn't a bunt, right?
No, he swung away.
Yeah. Sometimes you get
I can't tell any. Yeah. They bunted so many times, they all look like bunts now.
You can't tell.
Even a home run might look like a bunt right now. That pitch is low for a ball. Honestly, when I try to think of all the different games and the situations we've been put in, we're going to have a pinch runner, I believe, at second base. I haven't seen a team bunt as much as we've seen tonight.
And even if we have seen a team bunt, you're right, we haven't seen a team bunt as much, but when they do, it's never been as successful as Earlham is tonight.
The new base runner is Brett Tuttle.
Pinch running at second base, number 3, Brett Tuttle.
Tuttle's out of Jerseyville, Illinois. So Tuttle in at second base. Logan Cody, 1 ball and no strikes. So Shipley apparently is done for the evening. Somebody will have to keep me straight the rest of the way. Here's the stretch and the pitch. In there for strike number 1. Logan, his only time he's gotten on base in the second game, walked in the 5th, and that's where the Fighting Engineers picked up 4 runs, and that's why they lead it right now 4-0. The pitch on the way. Tapper over the mound. Could be trouble. Charging and throwing, and in time to throw to the plate. Don't need it there, but it looked good anyway.
Yeah.
So we will head to the bottom of the 8th inning on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers trail at 4-0.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
What has been a common theme for us, at least for the broadcasting crew here tonight, is we're running out of time. I think we've said that numerous times in the first game, and now we're in game 2, and guess what? We're running out of time again. So it's now down to the final 6 outs.
Leading off for the Quakers, the first baseman, number 7, Danny Dopp.
Danny's fan club is here tonight.
And I think he's got the most people here for him. There's not too many people are outside still.
Pitches up high, 1-0. Well, you got to get it going here pretty soon. I'm sure that for Rose Hulman, they'll throw everything they have to preserve this win. That one hit well into center field, and coming on and making the scoop on the catch is the center fielder, Mitchell. Great catch by Mitchell, and they have 2 errors, but they've made some great plays here tonight.
Now batting for the Quakers, the designated hitter, number 17, Austin Hatfield.
So now Hatfield will step up. Well, you look at what they did in that first game defensively. That pitch is low and outside.
Yeah.
By the way, Addison Robertson is on deck. That one hit down the right side, but foul. And the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. So we will see Addison Robertson.
Hey, no better time to try to get him some rhythm.
Yeah,
in a game where your whole team hasn't really been efficient on the offensive side.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Hatfield flew out in the first inning, singled in the 4th, and flew out in the 6th inning. Pitches up high. Now we mentioned Addison had an excellent year last year, but it just hasn't come into fruition this year. As that pitch is up high, and they will say that is ball number 4. So Hatfield on down to first with a walk. And before we do anything else, we may see a pitching change, and we will. So they got guys moving everywhere. I'm not sure who's going to be what, but we'll try to figure it out when we come back. A pitching change for Rose Hulman. Tell you about the new pitcher coming up in just a moment.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
For over a century, Richmond Power & Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power & Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power & Light. Together we make powerful partners. Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
By the way, the new pitcher will be a right-hander, Dan Connolly.
New pitcher for Rose Hulman is number 19, Dan Connolly. And batting for the Quakers, number 31, Addison Robertson.
And we have a new first baseman, too. Is that 25? I don't know who's where after a while.
Yeah, they put so many players in that you just lose track.
Yeah, 25. That is, well, they say Stikowski, or is that a pinch runner? Okay. Yeah.
Looks like James Grace, 29.
Well, that one's hit high in the air, and who's going to make the play on this one? Everybody get out of the way, and the ball is going to be caught eventually by the shortstop, who comes in and makes the play. Wow. You know, the thing is, the third baseman coming in, Pershing, he trips over the mound and nearly a collision. So now hitting will be Cameron Whistle. Whistle didn't get his announcement. I was too busy looking at what was going on out there.
Well, a routine fly ball that was made to look so much harder than what it was.
Well, generally the idea is you don't want your pitcher doing any of the work.
Yeah.
So anybody that's coming in is supposed to make the play.
But somebody's got to call him off.
Runner takes off and a stolen base for the Quakers. 2 balls and no strikes. By the way, for the Quakers, down at second base is James Grace. And we're going to go 3-0. Conley out of Fort Wayne Dwenger. 5'9", 200-pounder. Here's a strike. So as high as that ball was hit by Robertson, it's no more than a pop-up to the shortstop when it was all said and done. Is that pitch missing the strike zone, and the Quakers now have runners at first and second. We're just going to play their walk-up music. That pitch is high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. This is Andrew McFadden. Right now, this young man struggling, throwing strikes now. 2-0 for Connolly. Here's another inning in which the Quakers have a runner in scoring position. As I said earlier, we're going to see everybody throw if they have to try to pick up another win here tonight. There's a strike. And McCabe is on deck. Fly ball right side. Let's see if it stays in play. The first baseman over the shoulder catch. And gets the out down the right field line. Great play by Stakowski there to make the out. And that does it for the Quakers. Another inning in which they leave runners on base and runners in scoring position. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers trail at 4-0.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do, but for me, the choice was almost too easy. How about Tony's Car Sales in Richmond? Hi, this is Troy Narangowski. You know, I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's, and I couldn't have been happier with their service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked me through the entire process. Hey, if you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West. For more information, give them a call at 962-5665 or go to their website, tonyscarsales.com.
By the way, Sam Sprocket will take over down at third base for the Quakers as we move into the top of inning number 9. Stakowski made that nice over-the-shoulder catch to end that half inning to lead things off here for Rose Hulman.
Leading off for Rose Hulman, the first baseman, number 25, Brian Stakowski.
Earlham's only change, I believe, was Sprocket down at third. That pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Kyle Gorman back out for another inning of work here in the ninth. That one hit well into center field. There's a base hit. And no doubt about that one. And Rose Hulman has a man on. And that'll bring up Brian Pershing.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 5, Brian Pershing.
And is only, believe it or not, the 6th hit by Rose Hulman. Earlham has 5. As you pointed out earlier, the difference is they have 4 on that first column. We have nothing. That pitch low and inside, 1-0.
In this inning, Earlham can't afford to have any more runs put on the board by Rose. 4 is already tough enough to try to come back from, but anything worse just decreases the odds of the comeback.
Well, you're looking at 8, 9, and 1 in the bottom of the ninth inning as that pitch is inside. 2 balls, no strikes. It'll be back down to the 5 innings in which Earlham left runners in scoring position here in game 2. Gorman comes set. Here's the pitch, and that one in there for a strike, 2-1. Pershing doubled in the 5th inning. That was the big hit. And that was the inning in which Rose Hulman scored all 4 of their runs here in the second game. Gorman, there's another bunt attempt. He did offer.
Why not?
Well, it's been successful, I'll tell you that. They've give Rose Hulman credit. Bunting has been a lost art in baseball in a lot of ways, but they've mastered it tonight. Here's the break-even pitch on the way. This one is hit to the right side, base hit. Stokowski turns and looks. He'll stay at second base. Now runners at first and second. Hit number 7.
Now batting, the catcher, number 21, Sean Casey.
So now Sean Casey. Not until we have a visit to the mound, and will we have another pitching change here for the Quakers? Well, we're back here Saturday. Quakers will play Defiance, the first game at 1 o'clock. Defiance coming into today's action, the number 2 team, surprisingly, in the HCAC. 1 o'clock will be the start for game 1, 3:30 for game 2. And after that, the Quakers will have Mount St. Joe on the road, Franklin here. That'll be a fun one. Got to certainly play these teams that are in front of you. And Quakers haven't had much success tonight, but they're going to make a pitching change right now. We will tell you about a new pitcher coming up in just a couple of moments. Quakers down in this one, 4-0.
Today's game is being brought to you by Tri-County Awards in Richmond. Customized awards and quality engraving services. When you come to Tri-County Awards, you'll get nothing but the best customer service. We take pride in our prompt service and easy availability. Celebrate success with a gorgeous medal, trophy, or plaque from Tri-County Awards. We've been crafting awards since 1972. Choose from a wide variety of designs and styles. We're a locally owned and family-operated business. Tri-County Awards, 1001 Southeast Street in Richmond. Mendenhall's True Value in Richmond is your local source for the things you need at home or your business every day. Everything from hardware, tools, carpet cleaner rentals, window and screen repair, lawn and garden supplies, as well as hunting and fishing licenses. It's all in one place at Mendenhall's True Value Hardware, right around the corner at 125 Southwest 5th Street in Richmond. Give them a call for more information at 962-4842. Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
Well, Nate Hemrick out of Kokomo High School will take over for the Quakers here in the top of inning number 9 with runners now at first and second. Hemrick 0-1 on the season, 7 1/3 innings, 7 hits. 6 strikeouts, 4 walks. And he will get a chance to throw here in the 9th to try to stop Rose Hulman from getting any more runs on the board. Quakers now using 4 pitchers here in game number 2. Gorman an inning, gave up 2 hits. Walked 1, struck out 1. Colin Greavy set to take the loss in this one tonight if the Quakers don't rally. 4 innings, 5 strikeouts, and a walk. Gave up 3 runs. And again, it wasn't a bad night for Greavy. Just again, the common theme is the offense not there.
That's honestly been the common theme for the season, though. We've seen times to where when they put up double-digit hits, they put themselves in great position to win, but when they struggle from the plate, they find themselves trailing a lot of the times, having to play catch a ball, which is very hard to do.
Here is Sean Casey. We mentioned Casey a little bit ago when he was announced. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. He'll show a bunt, the pitch in there for a strike. Well, you got to give Rose Hulman credit. I mean, they came in here, they're pitching. They didn't even use their number 1, if I'm not mistaken, for this doubleheader. But to come in here and potentially get 2 shutouts and move to 4-0 in the conference, they came in here and did what they had to do. Hemrick at 6 foot 3 inches, 200-pounder. Played again for the Wildcats of Kokomo. They bunted, pulled back, and we'll go to 1 ball and 1 strike. They had of course, they got a young man that played on that team. Went to Purdue and started for the Boilermakers as a freshman pitcher, which is rarely, very rare.
Yeah, very, very rare. And usually if you become a freshman and end up starting at a high-powered program, I would think you get drafted coming out of high school as well.
I think so at some point, you certainly.
Yes, he's got – the future's bright for that young man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, Kokomo generally a very good baseball program. They moved to that new ballpark up there, and they have flourished for the last couple of years. The stretch by Hemrick. He'll check the runner at second, and the pitch. Bunt attempt, and bunted well. Hemrick starts to turn and looks to third, but he'll throw to first, and so another successful bunt, and the sacrifice working to perfection. And now runners at second and third.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 26, Luke Klumper.
So they will walk Klumper and now get to Harrison Camp.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 4, Harris Camp.
So now the bases are loaded. This will give the force out at any base. Camp, couple of base hits, though, so even though he's the number 9 hitter, this young man right here, 2 of the 7 hits, and time is called. Whistle out to talk with Hemrick. Quakers would have McCabe, Swearingen, and Jandro all due up in the bottom of the ninth inning. This is just a case right here. Whistle and Hamrick really not working that much together. We mentioned Hamrick came into this contest only throwing 7 2/3 innings. An ERA of 7.04, so he hasn't seen a ton of action. I mean, he's now thrown into a pretty tough situation right here with the bases loaded and 1 out. Nate will come set. The stretch and the pitch on the way, inside out swing and hit foul to the right.
Again, very important situation to where Earlham cannot afford to give up any more runs, especially with the way they've been struggling offensively. And with bases loaded, only 1 out, you have to somehow either get a strikeout or force a ground ball some way that you cannot allow another run.
Want to squeeze another guy across here?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either.
Hey, 2 for 2.
That pitch on the outside corner for strike. I think that'll take the bunt away. By the way, Shipley is out. Brett Tuttle will hit in that leadoff spot, the freshman out of Jerseyville, Illinois. He is on deck. Quakers love a ground ball right here and get a double play and get out of here. Here's the pitch. Hit foul. Good cut by Harris Camp. Camp played his high school baseball at Noblesville. Rose Hulman has a wide variety of players from Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky. Hamrick again will get the sign. He's ready to throw. Here is the 0-2 pitch. This one hit into right field. That's shallow right. That's going to fall in for a base hit. A run will score, and it's now 5-0. Just enough to get it out of the infield.
Just enough.
He now has 3 hits.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 3, Brett Tuttle.
At least I think he's playing at second base. Who knows now? So it's now 5-0. 8 hits by Rose Hulman. Hatfield's going to play in front of the runner down at third. You see the third baseman even at the bag. Late swing and a miss. Might have been foul tipped, held on by Whistle. Bases stay loaded here for Rose Hulman. We get later and later in this one, 10:17. It's way past your bedtime. You have class tomorrow?
I do. I do got class tomorrow.
Here's the 0-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. You know, we have seen 3 of those base hits here in the 9th inning as Rose trying to put more insurance runs on the board. Frogs are probably hoping those lights go out here pretty soon. Here's your 1-1 pitch. Outside 2-1. They're not used to having these lights on.
Nah, not used to it at all. And honestly, I think everybody here is not used to having these lights on this late.
No.
Come on, 5-0, challenge up right here, kid.
2 balls and a strike. Tuttle back in, a left-handed hitter hitting in the number 1 spot. No one throwing now for the Quakers. It's all up to this young man right here. Back up the middle, off the glove of the pitcher. They'll get 1 there. Hammer got just a piece of it, but a run will score. 2 away.
That play at second was close.
Yeah, so that'll be scored 1-4-6, I believe. Now runners at first and third.
Now batting for Rose Hulman, number 15, Davis Robeson.
So 2 runs across in the inning, and now the Quakers have 6 runs to make up. That pitch is a fastball outside, 1-0.
That pitch has some zip on it.
It did. Yeah, he throws hard.
Yeah, he does.
Robeson 0 for 3, struck out his last time up. 1-0 pitch on the way, hit foul. Two away as we play here in the 9th, and the Quakers need to get another out right here and then try to go to work on offense. He'll show bunt, pulls back in there for a strike, and that'll be a stolen base as well. Hey, by the way, the Fighting Engineers are running at will here tonight. The stretch and the pitch. Check swing, and he goes around. And we will head to the bottom of the 9th inning, and Earlham's got a long way to go to keep this one alive on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers down 6-0.
After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Well, the Quakers down to their final 3 outs, and if they don't get this thing rolling quickly, they will lose this second game. And the Quakers head to their bench as it looks like Michael Medley will pinch hit now for the Quakers.
Leading off for the Quakers, number 13, Michael Medley.
So Medley will step to the plate. Earlham in danger, and I honestly don't remember the last time the Quakers had been shut out in a doubleheader. We'd have to do the research on that, but it's been a long, long time. First pitch up high for a ball, 1-0. Medley hitting in the number 8 hole. So the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. One outside, 2-1. Quakers only 5 base hits here in the second game. That's in the dirt, 3 balls and a strike. Dan Conley, the senior, trying to finish it out here. Your 3-1 pitch right down the middle for a strike, 3-2. Swearingen is on deck, so he will hit. here in the bottom of the ninth inning. And he lost him. Earlham has a man on, and that'll bring up now Swearingen.
Now batting for the Quakers, number 39, Zach Swearingen.
Swearingen did pick up a base hit back in the fifth inning. That was another one of those asterisk innings in which the Quakers got runners in scoring position. That's a strike. Failed to get a run across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 runners in scoring position.
Wow.
Breaking pitch in there for strike 2. And Earlham on the verge now of going 18 straight without scoring. That's popped up to the right side. Second baseman going out. Right fielder coming in. The catch by the right fielder for out number 1. And now Mark Gendreau.
Now batting for the Quakers, number 1, Mark Gendreau.
So 1 away. Mark did single his last time up. Takes that one in there for strike 1. The stretch and the pitch, low and outside, and that'll even the count at 1-1.
You said 7 runners left in scoring position this game?
Yep. That one riding inside, 2 balls and a strike, and you had 3 of those at third base.
You see, that's just called not taking advantage of opportunities presented to you. And
when you had 3 of them when there was 1 or no outs, you still couldn't get them.
Still couldn't get them in. And in order to win conference, you're going to have to capitalize on the opportunities, as we saw what Rose Hulman did.
Yeah.
They didn't do it all the time, which we're not asking for every time, but they did it way more than Earlham did.
That one hit well, but Mitchell makes the sliding catch in right center field. The second time he's come up with a big catch, and there's 2 away. Boy, Mitchell got in his horse. Almost made it look easy.
He did.
Now batting for the Quakers, number 33, Isaiah Shake.
Yeah, Mitchell made another catch like that earlier tonight.
He's really good at them sliding catches.
And just think he didn't start.
No, he didn't.
That pitch is up high as the Quakers down to their final out here in the 9th.
He really just showed, be ready when your number is called.
Exactly. There's a strike. Boy, in baseball, you don't see a ton of shutouts the way that the game has changed and everything's so much offensive oriented. But, boy, to get shut out twice, the breaking pitch inside.
Yeah, and, Coach Sacrasis cannot be happy about getting shut out back-to-back games and getting swept on your home field.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often here as that pitch is outside, 3-1. So all that Conley has to do now, just get 1 more out. Danny Dopp is on deck. Foul tipped, held on. And now the Quakers down to their final strike. Earlham would fall to 3-5 in the conference. That one almost takes the head off of Conley. That's a base hit into center field. Runner will head to third, and now runners at first and third with 2 outs, and that was hit a ton.
Now batting, number 7, Danny Dopp.
Great reaction by the pitcher.
Boy, no
that
kidding.
That ball came at him fast.
What do they say in Major League Baseball now? They look at the velocity coming off the bat at 100 plus.
Yeah.
That had been pretty close. I'm not so sure at 60 feet 6 inches that's worth standing there watching those things come at you sometimes.
I don't think so.
There's a strike. On deck for the Quakers. Looks like that may be Corey Arnold.
That is Corey Arnold.
This one popped up.
That should do it.
Second baseman dropped it. Oh, my. And the Quakers are going to get a run out of that. Third error of the ball game. The shutout is gone. There you go.
Wow.
So now you only have to talk about 17 innings.
Oh, no.
Now batting for the Quakers, number 18, Corey Arnold.
Well, however you get it, right?
I don't know. I'm thinking if your coach tackles this, you still, I don't know. I'm still thinking 18 innings. But then again, you got to take what you can get.
It's now 3 errors on Rose Hulman. There's a strike. Well, Tuttle didn't ask him to come in and play second base. Asked him to come in and hit. That pitch is outside. Tuttle's job is to just get on base. And he did, by the way.
Yeah, he did. He took his eye off that one.
Yep, he did. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Low and outside, 2-1. Corey out of Hamilton, Ohio. The junior backup first baseman. The pitch on the way. Hit well to the third baseman. He'll scoop and throw to second. They'll get the force there, and that's going to do it. So the Quakers are beaten here tonight in game number 2 by a final score of 6-1. And so with the loss, the Quakers now 11-14 on the season, 3-5 in the conference. Rose Hulman now 14-8 and 4-0 in conference play. And a reminder again, we are back here on Saturday as the Quakers will take on Defiance in a doubleheader. Game 1 at 1 o'clock, game 2 beginning at 3:30. We got to get you out of here. You got class tomorrow.
I wasn't going to go to bed anyway.
Final score, Rose Hulman 6, Earlham 1. Thanks for being with us. This has been Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.